Heaven's California.
Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to episode 31 of the Wycombe Wanderers Career Mode series. Another post-commentary episode for you today. And only the 3 games left in 8 in March, because by the next game, first game in April, by the end of this episode, as you will be all finding out very soon, we may or may not be taking the title home. But anyway, we have the 3 games today against Portsmouth, Wigan and Rochdale. Yesterday we had 3 wins against Leicester, a loss to Bradford. In the 2 earlier games, a win against Portsmouth and a win against Mansfield. Really our main objective today was to see if we could keep some clean sheets, which we did do so. But we swiftly move on to our first game against Plymouth Argyle in the league. And we do have I think we had a fairly good advantage in this game. But as you will soon to be finding out, Asaro has only just come back from the injury, and we did miss him this game. We did have to replace him with Polion, and we got a 0-0 draw. The game ended 0-0. It was a very sloppy game from both sides, both having sloppy chances after sloppy chances, and as you can see there, I looked at the player ratings. The best player on the team was Guidi, and he's probably in contention right now for one of the players of the season, in like my top 5 to choose from, and your vote is open to that today. But we did get a 3-week injury to Luke O'Neill, which we would sort through, and I will have, hopefully, I don't know what time this video is going to be live today, probably a little bit later as it was yesterday as well, and which is my apologies for that. It was rather late yesterday. If you didn't go and see that, then make sure you are going to check out that episode as well. It was another post-commentary episode, and it did have 4 games in it as per usual. So there will be a vote down below where you can cast your vote for your player of the season today, and that is what we needed. We need to have that player of the season decided, and it's up to you. Last time Akinfenwa won it, and he didn't even play in the game. So you guys, I'll give a whole list like I did in a straw poll last time. You should have at least 2 days to vote, which is, I think that's a good amount of time. Obviously, both videos today and tomorrow will have the link in the description. But we start off this game, and we do concede an early goal to Wigan here, and I thought, oh, not this again. Not another loss on the cards. But we did fight straight back. Asaro passed into Guidi there. And Guidi always looked a little bit uncomfortable on his right foot for me. But that was mainly, well, he is left-footed for a reason. He does only have the 3-star weak foot and the 3-star skills, which isn't that bad, to be honest. And he did tuck that one away to make it 1-1 there, which was nice. I was happy. And then we had another goal from Guidi, I believe, and he made it 2-1. That was an awesome strike on his right foot. Not his right foot, his left foot. His left foot is, well, very strong. He has a very strong left foot. He's been scoring quite a few left-footed goals throughout the last couple of episodes. And he did get another nice left-footed goal there. Just finds his way through. Very good on the ball. All our front 4 are all very good on the ball, and they all tuck finishes away very nicely. But it was in basically one of the last kicks of the game here, and again that finesse, we just couldn't do anything about it. Bennett maybe could have done a little bit better, but he has pulled off some amazing saves today. He's pulled off some amazing saves all season that you guys just don't see. And that was the end of that one. We did go ahead and draw that on 2-2, and at that point I was getting a little bit worried for the state of the title, but the rest of the teams are flunking it as well. I think we saw, I don't think Sheffield actually played there, but we did have a game in hand at this point. But we moved on. We had some more player development, still trying to get that stamina up on Sancho, and the defending up. The defending has actually improved quite a lot recently. We haven't been letting in too many goals apart from that game there, but some of it's my fault as well. But we had something there. A youth player wanted out. It was our 18-year-old youth player from England, our right-hand-sided man. And we did have to get him out of the youth team, unfortunately, before May the 1st, which happens sometimes. But he was an older 17-year-old, and he went to 18, Mr. Toby Allen. Now, he does have very good potential. I believe that's 86 to 94, looking on my screen. It's a really tiny video. So it's very hard for me to see what we're looking at here, which is why the audio might get louder and not so loud during the duration of the video. But we do go into our final game then. It is against Rochdale, and this Rochdale game was a fairly confident game. We had the boys back in town, and we actually, O'Neill, we didn't want to risk him, so we swapped him out, and it was going to put Harris there. It keeps putting Harris there, and I'm not too sure why, but we do bring forward Ricci, and Ricci pops himself right there on the left-hand side of the midfield today, and we were just pondering. I was like, do I play Ricci? Is it a Gape? Do I give Harris a go? Do I play Wolf there? And it was a tough decision. I sat there and I sat there and I sat there, and I just couldn't make the decision. As you can see, that I was just sat there, and then I made the decision. I went, you know what, we'll go for it. And then I was tempted to put Gape there, but I decided against it. And then we were comparing Freeman to Allen, and Allen actually has much better stats than Freeman, so he would probably go into that second team substitute spot. And I believe the second team is basically going to be, well, it's going to be a youth team, because the youth team play the cup games and stuff. You know, the first team, when it comes to the Premier League, will be playing the majority of the Premier League games, and then this other team, the youth boys, will be using the second team as a way to get into the first team. But we get into this Rochdale game, good promising start. Of course, it's Mr. Joel Asaro who gets the goal to put us 1-0 up. A very tidy finish, and it was a very tidy game, this one, against Rochdale. You know, sometimes the computer just doesn't turn up. And the last two games, the computer turned up. But this time, it didn't turn up. And this league, we really need to be getting out of it. It's ridiculous that we could be winning the game within 6 games left to go in the league. But this team's far too strong for this league. We've proven it. You know, the players, their overall might not be that good. But I've just gelled really well with the team. And the team plays really well. But we do have another opportunity here. Guidi plays into Sancho. And Sancho, he loves them type of finishes on his right foot. And if it wasn't for his stamina being so low, next season, we're going to keep him on that stamina drill for a long time. If we could get a 6-footed player who's really fast, really rapid, and knows how to dribble with the ball, oh, he'll be fantastic in that team going through to the Premier League and, you know, maybe even getting us to the Champions League. And that was it was a very tidy finish. And, you know, Sancho hasn't been one of my most amazing signings of the season, but he's been solid on that left-hand side. And here is another example of Guidi's stunning, clinical, incredible left foot. He just pops it across there. That's Xavione playing it across. And the Italians in this team, we've got Xavione, Guidi, we've got Mancini coming up, we've got Ferrari in there as well. We got Ricci. We got a load of talent there, but we have got a lot of English talent. We got a lot of talent in the youth team that we do want to be bringing through some of them next season. But we do go ahead and make it 4-0 then. 4-0 within 34 minutes. Kashkit there with a slightly reflected goal, but I believe it was going in anyway. And the goal did stand for Kashkit. It was just going to go a little wider, maybe come off the post and go in. But that was another goal for Kashkit, and that basically marked the end of the game. We had a very slow end to the half. We weren't really trying to score anymore. We didn't need to score anymore. 4-0 win away from at home or away from home is a very respectable result. And I believe that is Xavione got man of the match. And Xavione is definitely up there within the top 2 signings this season. The youth player might be very obvious who it is going to be. But as I said, I'm going to keep saying throughout this video, you guys do have the opportunity to vote for your player of the season. Now, you can vote for your player of the season very, very easily. All you have to go and do is go either to the top of the description. There will be a straw poll there. Click on that link. There'll be a list of all the players currently playing for the team. All you then have to do is go ahead and, just click on the one. Click vote, and you get your vote completed. There we go. That is how you vote. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. But we are coming up to the end of the episode then, and I believe at the end of this we do actually have a youth squad report come through. Now this isn't youth scouts coming back. This is a youth sport. This is a youth squad report where we get reports back on players that might be making the cut. And you know, I'm not even it's not worth signing players that I want players that have at least got when they're leaving at least over an 80 potential, because that means they are going to be in the first team. And you know, second team players, we can easily buy them in. There's plenty of players that we can go in and buy like that with money, or just players that are being replaced, or you know, youth team. The youth players do come through and they make up the majority of that second team, and they have done this season really, and they will continue to do so even more next season. But I was having a look here at what we had to do. There's Southhill there. He wants to go out on loan. Should I put Southhill out on loan? It's one of them things where, as you can see here, we're having a look through some of the youth players, and I did get rid of a few. Scheuberg there, I got rid of him. I got rid of Bailey. I got rid of Cox. I got rid of Pablo Ramos. Also got rid of Esteban Fuentes. He's very similar to Guidi. Not Guidi. He's very similar to Mancini. He wouldn't be any better. And all these guys here are looking very, very good. Maybe not the 74 one just yet. He's only just come into the youth team though, so we don't know how good he's going to be. Then we simmed up to the Northampton game, and we thought about starting it, but then I thought, you know what, looking at the league table, there's 7 games left, and we have a 18-point gap. So if we won this one and they lost, the title would be ours. So we had to go ahead and just save and end the episode. So that is going to be the episode. Remember to cast your vote for your player of the season. Leave a like if you are enjoying the series so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying playing through the series, and I think it's just really, really nice to play. Comment down below. Obviously, that is another way you can cast your vote for your player of the season. Just drop him in the comments, and I'll add him to the straw pile vote for you. I mean, if you do both, then you're going to vote for the player 2 times. It's as easy as that. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't done so already. Make sure that the notification button is turned on. And last but not least, don't forget to share the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope that you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.